Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, January 29th. Um, hope everybody has fun plans for the weekend. I plan on doing nothing, probably sleeping. I guess Caitlin's still in quarantine for a few more days, so we can't really go anywhere. But you guys go out and enjoy the beautiful weather for me, okay? All right, so we are on lesson 8 today, or I'm sorry, not 8, 11 today. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and get started. Okay, so we are on lesson 11 of unit 4. We're going to start with some mix it ups. Okay, so listen carefully to the words that I say and what parts we are changing. And then I will show you what the new word is going to be after you guess it and yell it out for me. So our first word is the word am. Am. And we're going to change the to n. What will the new word be? And very good. Apparently I hit the button. Our next word is the word out. Hold on one second. Get a phone call. I'll be right back. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, so our second word is the word out. Out. And we're going to change the t to t. What is the new word going to be? Ouch is the new word. Good. Our next word is the word snoop. Snoop. And we are going to say it without the n. So the new word is soup. Very good. Our next word is the word net. Net. And we're going to change the t to k. So the new word is neck. Good. Our next word is the word spare. Spare. And we're going to change the p to t. So the new word is stare. You guys are so good at this. All right, our next word is map. Map. And we're going to change the p to n. So it is man. Good. The next one is sad. Sad. And we're going to change the d to t. The word is sat. Very good. Our next word is cloud. Cloud. And we're going to change the k to p. This is a hard one. You may not have heard this word very often. The new word is plowed, like when you plow a field when you're a farmer. Okay, our next word is hat. Hat. And we're going to change the t to d. So the new word is had. Very good. And our last word for mix it up is yelp. Yelp. But we're going to say it without the p part. So the new word is just yell. Very good. All righty, it is time for our phonemes. We're going to manipulate some phonemes now, guys. Okay, so our first word is the word form. Form. How many sounds do you hear in the word form? I hear 3 sounds. I hear orm. Orm. Very good. So we're going to take this last sound, the part, and we're going to change it to. So the new word is fourth. The new word is fourth. Very good. Our next word is the word land. Land. How many sounds are in the word land? You guys notice that these are all one-syllable words? Good. Land. I hear 4 sounds. L and all 4 of those letters, we hear them. We're going to take the d part of land and change it to s. So our new word is going to be lance. Lance. Very good. Our next word is the word pinch. Pinch. Think about it. How many sounds do you hear in the word pinch? I hear 4 sounds. P and ch. Good. We're going to take the ch sound and change it to d. What is the new word going to be? End. Pinned. The new word is pinned. Very good. Our next word is storm. Storm. How many sounds are in storm? We have 4 sounds. Storm. Very good. So we're going to take the part and change it to k. Or what is the new word on the curve? It is stork. Very good. The next word is carve. Carve. Think about how many sounds you hear in the word carve. I hear 3 sounds. Carve. Carve. Good. We're going to change the v sound to d. Card. What is the new word on the curve now? It is card. Very good. Next is plunge. Plunge. Glasses are dirty. So how many sounds do you hear in plunge? There's a lot in this one. We hear plunge. 5 sounds in that word. We're going to change the j sound at the end to k. So now we have plunk. What is the new word on the curve? It's plunk. Very good. All right, our next word is ford. Ford. How many sounds do you hear in Ford? 3 sounds. Ford. Good. And we're going to change the d sound to k, k. What is the new word on the curve then? It is fork. Good. The next word is print. Print. How many sounds do you hear in the word print? You hear a lot. We have 5 sounds. Print. Good. I guess I should do it this. Is this? How do they do it with math class? Do they start with the pinky? Print. There we go. All right, we're going to change it to s. So what is the new word on the curve going to be now? It is going to be prince. Very good. And our last word is mince. Mince. How many sounds do you hear in mince? Okay, we hear 4 sounds. Mince. Good. We're going to change the s sound to t. So the new word on the curve is going to be mint. Very good. Alrighty, and our spoonerism for today. Remember, you're going to switch the blends from one word to the next. So our spoonerism for today is Phelp, I'm hauling. Phelp, I'm hauling. What do you think it should be? Let's see. I'm going to show it to you. What should that really say, guys? Help, I'm falling. All righty. Nice work, everybody. All right, so our learning targets for today are I can read words with the ow spelling. I can read and write words with the tricky E spelling, and I can ask and answer questions about key details in the story Wall Street. We do have a new story today. Okay, so those are our learning targets for today's class. So we have new spelling words this week. You're going to get a new list. You are going to be studying these words at home. So we're going to practice our words together. Alrighty. So we have learned that the OW spelling can represent the O sound, especially when the sound occurs at the end of a word like rainbow and below. Okay, those are words that have OW at the end. But it can also represent the sound ow that is usually in the middle of a word. So the spelling words this week include words with the OW spelling that represents both of the sounds. So we have the O sound with OW and the ow sound with OW. So let's look at our chart. Yeah. Let's see, where is it at? I think we need to go to page 8. I see O, snow. Oh, here it is. Ow, like now. All right, so we are going to trace over it. I thought I was losing my mind there for a minute, guys. I was like, I know, I don't see it anywhere. All right, so we have OW that says ow, like in now, and cow, and how, and bow, and towel. Those are all words that have OW that say ow. Okay. So here are your spelling words. Okay, so the words that say O as in O, we have below, yellow, elbow, rainbow, snow, sorrow, and arrow. And then we have the OW spelling as in the sound ow, like in plow, flowers, growling, powder, shower, meow, and chow. And our new tricky word for this week is the word your. Obviously, that's got nothing to do with this OW spelling, is that's why it's a tricky word. All right, so let's look at these words carefully together, and you're going to say them with me. So we have below, yellow, elbow, rainbow, snow, sorrow, arrow, plow, flowers, growling, powder, shower, meow. Cat's asleep on my bed. Had to look at her. She didn't hear me say meow. Chow. All right, so now let's go back through the spelling words and let's find the OW spelling in each of those words. Let's look to see where is it at? Is it in the middle of the word or is it at the end of the word? Because remember where the OW spelling is at helps us determine how we say it. Okay? So, let's look at the word below. Where is the OW spelling at? In the middle or the end? It's at the end. And we know that when we have OW spelling at the end of the word, it says O. O. We have yellow. It's at the end again. Elbow. Again, it's at the end. So we know if it's at the end of the word, it's going to make the O sound. Rainbow. Snow. Sorrow. There it is again at the end. Arrow. Okay, now let's go back. I want to talk about how many syllables are in these words. How many syllables are in below? Right, we have two. Below. What about yellow? There's two. Yellow. Elbow. Two. Elbow. Rainbow. That's two. Rainbow. What about snow? It only has one. Snow. Sorrow. Sorrow. About arrow. Arrow. Two. All right, now we're looking at the words that have the ow sound. Now, this one also comes at the end of the word. So just remember, guys, every rule always has a few exceptions, okay? Like the word, would it sound right to say plow or plow? Which word have you heard before? Have you heard plow or have you heard plow? We've heard the word plow. Flowers. Where's the OW located? It's in the middle of the word. And we know that if it's in the middle of the word, it's almost always going to say ow instead of o. Growling. It's right here in the middle. Powder is in the middle, so it says ow. Shower is in the middle, so it says ow. Meow. Now this one's at the end, so remember that's one of those exception words. Chow, another exception word. Okay, so let's go back and talk about the syllables for these words. How many syllables are in the word plow? Plow. One. Flowers. Two. Growling. Two. Powder. Two. Shower. Meow. Two, actually, for that one. Chow. Just one. All right, so part of your assignments for today include your list of spelling words. So you have your parent letter, your family member letter that has all of your spelling words on there, and there's a directions for a game that you can play with your family. Okay, so that is included in today's assignments. All right, so we are going to review the E sound with the three spellings that we have learned so far. We have learned the EE spelling that says E, the EA spelling that says E, and the E consonant E spelling that says E. So today we're going to learn that the tricky letter E can sometimes be used to represent the long vowel E sounds. But remember, you know that the letter E can also make the short sound eh. That's why it's tricky. It can say eh or E. So let's look at these words. We have hen, red, stem, happen, and bedroom. And in these words, the letter E represents the short vowel eh sound. In words and syllables in which the E stands for the eh sound, The E is followed by a consonant. Remember, a consonant is any letter not a vowel, and the vowels are A, E, I, O, U. So here we have the E followed by a consonant. E followed by a consonant. Here's the E followed by a consonant. So when the letter E is followed by a consonant, the E sound is going to say eh. So the letter E is a tricky spelling because it can represent more than one sound. Like we have eagle and exclamation mark. So we have E and eh. So here is a spelling for the E sound that we have not talked about yet. Like in the word me, just the letter E by itself. So the power bar shows that this is not a common way to spell the E sound. It's usually eh when you see an E by itself. So it is a vowel sound, it's a long E sound, and we're going to trace it in green. So let's go back to our chart. We did 2 of these today. And we're going to find the E sound. Here it is with the word me. And I'm going to trace it. Look at all these sounds we've learned already this year, guys. Just save it. I don't know why it didn't automatically save. It usually does. Alrighty. So the E by itself can make eh and E. Okay, so let's practice reading some words with the tricky E spelling. Remember, if you come to a word and you don't know it, you have to try both pronunciations. You have to try it with the eh sound, and if that doesn't sound right, then you need to try it with the E sound. Okay, you ready? So we have the words me and be. Say those with me. Me and be. He and she. Okay. So when the letter E comes at the end of the word or the end of a syllable, it's going to represent the E sound. Okay. Like it comes at the end of the word, he and she. So it's going to say E. So when the, oh, I just said that. So let's practice reading some 2-syllable words. Remember, if the E comes at the end of a syllable, it's still going to say E. So we have below. See, there it is at the end of the first syllable, below. Okay. And then we have before, before. So it's at the end of a syllable, so it's going to say E. We have even, repeat. Okay, so again, when the letter E comes at the end of a word or at the end of a syllable, it represents the E sound. So E is a tricky spelling. Let's read these words again. So read them with me, okay? We have hen. Let me turn my pointer on. Hen, red, stem, happen, and bedroom. So now let's try breaking these words into syllables. I'm gonna let you try it first by doing both pronunciations to see what happens. So I want you to try it first. Would it be hen or heen? Which one makes sense? Does heen make sense at all? No. So it's going to be hen. All right. So I want you to try it with the word red. You try breaking it apart with red. So what did you think? That one's kind of tricky because there is the word red and there is the word read. But does that look right for the word read? It doesn't look right. that is the word red. But those are one-syllable words. Let's go over here and look at the two-syllable words. Would it be happen or hapin? Well, I don't even know what happing would be. Do you? Happen is something I've heard before, not happing. And the E is not at the end of the first syllable. So it shouldn't say E anyway. All right, let's look at some more. So I'm going to say a sentence using this word. I want you to listen carefully, and then you're going to decide how to read it and how to say the word. Okay? I'm not going to say the word right now. I want you to look carefully at the word. And if you know it, don't yell it out yet. Okay? All right. So there are two ways that we could break this word apart. It could be lemon or lemon. So these are two ways that you could try to chunk the syllables. Now let's look at the sentence. To make lemonade, you must squeeze a lemon or lemon. Which one should it be? It should be a lemon. Good. All right, so I'm going to read some sentences aloud, and you're going to decide which chunking makes sense. Okay, you guys ready? All right, here we go. So our first sentence is, I won't tell anyone. I am good at keeping a secret or secret. Which one makes the most sense? That's right, it's secret. I'm good at keeping a secret. There are 60 seconds or seconds in a minute. That's right, there are 60 seconds. Good. All right. The floor was at an even or even level. Even. It was at an even level. Okay. Have you ever or ever seen a double rainbow before? That's right. It's ever. Have you ever seen a double rainbow before? So you need to put quarters in the parking meter or meter. Meter is right. The meter. Good. The book had pictures of ghosts and demons or demons. The word is demons. I don't like that sentence though. I don't know why they put that in here for us to even talk about that. All right, in our last sentence, she is 7 or 7 years old. Yes, she is 7 years old. Good. So remember, the letter E is a tricky spelling, which means it can represent more than one sound. And so because of that, it creates a tug of war on your words when you're trying to sound them out and stretch them out. So we have secret and secret. So it can say E and eh. All right. So let's look. Here are some spelling tree words that we would add to our tree if we had one. But I don't have the trees here, and I don't have a printer to make new trees. So we have the word secret, even, meter, and demons. Again, with the word demons. It's so weird. All right, it's time to wiggle, guys. Get up and wiggle. All right, your first wiggle movement. Pretend to tell a secret. All right, now skip. Got to get up and skip around your living room or your bedroom or whatever room you're in. I can't do that because I'm trapped in by my desk. So I'm just going to pretend. All right, come back to this computer. Next is clap and kick. Clapping, kicking my legs. All right, next. Now relax. Take a deep breath. You guys need to get on Go Noodle and do the relaxation techniques with the little Massimo, I think that's his name. He teaches you how to relax. Alrighty, it is time for our new story. It's called Wall Street. So, in our previous lessons, we have read the story called The Subway in our book, The Job Hunt. That's what our reader is called, The Job Hunt. And Kim and Kurt were taking the subway into Manhattan, which is another borough in New York City. So Kim could look for a job in Manhattan. So who remembers what was the name of the subway stop? That the first subway stop in Manhattan. Do you guys remember what it was called? The subway stop was called Wall Street, and Wall Street is actually a really famous street in New York City. So today, you and I will read about an area of New York City in Manhattan called Wall Street and about the people who work there. Wall Street is the name of the subway stop and the name of an actual street. And it is also used to describe an entire area of Manhattan, not just the one street, but a whole area where there are many, many banks. So before we do our story, let's look at some spellings. So we have the E sound with the E by itself, as in secret and even. We have the E sound with double E, like street and fees. And we have the E sound with EA, like in deal. We have the sound with ER in banker and whispered. We have the I sound with Y in spy. And we have the O sound that we have learned this week, as in OW, in borrow and own. And then we have some other multi-syllable words like agent and extra. And our vocabulary for this week, or for this story, I mean, not this week, we have the phrase, look sharp. And that means that you are dressed up really nice. And you got Zac Efron here in his fancy suit and tie. His hair's all fixed. He looks sharp. And then we have the word jab, which is a type of punch that you can do when you're boxing. And then we have the word loan, which is something that it's money or something that a person borrows, like money, and they borrow it for a certain amount of time. And at the end of that time, you pay them back, whatever it is that you borrowed. So let's read to learn more about banks and bankers on Wall Street and some of the things that they do. So I'm going to shrink this a little bit. So here is our cover, the job hunt. Let's look at the table of contents. We are here on Wall Street, page 60. Hold on a second. I need to get a drink. I'm talking a lot. Okay. At the Wall Street stop, a man got on the train. He had on black pants, a black jacket, a crisp white shirt, and a red necktie. He was holding a black case. He looked sharp. Kurt jabbed Kim with his elbow and whispered, "What do you think his job is? Do you think he is a spy or a secret agent?" "I don't know," Kim said. "He might be a banker who has a job in a bank on Wall Street." "What's a bank?" "A bank is a place where you keep your cash, so it is safe. The bank keeps your cash until you need it, and they pay you a bit for saving your cash with them. Since not everyone needs their cash at the same time, the bank has extra cash that they can use to make loans to people who need cash." "What's a loan?" "When you get a loan from a bank, the bank lets you borrow some of the cash that it has, and you make a deal to pay the cash back later, plus some fees that the bank adds in." "You mean you have to pay back more cash than the cash you borrow?" "That's right. Why not just use the cash you've got?" Kurt asked. "Well, if you have a lot of cash, you might not need to get a loan. But let's say you plan to open your own store. You would need a lot of cash before you even open the store. You might not have all of this cash on your own, so you might need a loan to get started." Kurt dreamed of a store he might like to open and of a banker handing him a big bag of cash. Then he dreamed that he might even like to be a banker himself. "Do bankers get paid a lot?" Kurt asked. "Some of them do." "So why don't you get a job at a bank?" "Most banks won't hire you unless you have finished 2 or 3 years of college. I have just finished 1 year." "So it's a hard job to get?" Kim nodded. So I want you to describe the man who gets on the train at the Wall Street stop. What did he look like? What was he wearing? Okay, so he had on black pants, a black jacket, and a crisp white shirt and a red necktie. And he was holding a, I think that's supposed to say black case, not blank case. And the story said he looked sharp. What does Kim think the Wall Street man's job might be? Yes, try to make sure that you're answering me in a complete sentence, okay? Like the answer is she thought he would be a banker. So don't just say banker, okay? Because that's not a complete sentence. Try to tell me in a complete sentence, like Kim thinks the man may be a banker. What do banks do with people's cash? They keep people's cash safe until they need it, and then use their extra cash to make loans to people who want to borrow money. Why does Kim think she would not be able to get a summer job at a bank? Because you need to have finished 2 or 3 years of college to work at a bank, and she has only finished one. All right, so your worksheet for today, remember 11.1 is just your list of spelling words and the parent letter or the family letter. So worksheet 11.2 is the only thing that you really need to work on tonight, okay? And it is, the first page is fill in the blank. You're going to read the words on the top and put them in the correct sentence. And there are 12 sentences, okay? So your words are athlete, beach, zebra, expect, fever, replied, else, second, became, pretend, create, and decide. And all of these have the E or eh sound in them. So you're going to do those 12 sentences. And then our learning targets for today, my little Padawans. I can read words with the OW spelling for O and ow. We did both of those. I can read and write words with the tricky E spelling. We talked a lot about those. And I can ask and answer questions about key details in the story, Wall Street. Now, there is something else that I would like for you to do in your phonics journal. I'm going to stop sharing the screen now. So in your phonics journal, okay, we've not done our spelling in a while. Now remember, we're still not taking a test, but I still want you to practice your words, okay? So we are on page 48 of your phonics journal. Page 40, oops, what's that? Page 48. 48, there we go. Of your phonics journal. You're going to put today's date on the top, 11-29. And we are on spelling list 13. We skipped one in our journal. So we're on spelling list 13. Okay. Spelling list 13, page 48. You are going to write your words 3 times each. Okay. Now, this is not going to be due for 2 days. So you've got 2 days to get this done. Okay. Write spelling words 3 times. Okay, so you're going to write your spelling words 3 times. And listen, guys, when you were writing your spelling words, I'm going to show you what not to do. Okay, let's say our first word is below. All right, so what you are not going to do is you are not going to go B, 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 E, 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 L, 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 O, 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 W, W, W. You are not going to do that because that does not tell you how to spell the word. That is a big no, okay? What you are going to do, you're going to write the whole word and you're going to say it out loud as you were writing it. B, E, L, O, W. B, E, L, O, W. Below. Let's do it this way. How about we do below, B, E, L, O, W. Below. Below. B, E, L, O, W. Below. Below. B, E, L, O, W. Below. So you're hearing it, you're seeing it, and you're writing it. That is 3 different ways of helping you remember how to spell the word with your senses, okay? With your eyes, with your ears, and with your touch. So you're going to write all of the spelling words 3 times each. You're going to say the word, spell it out loud, say the word again 3 times, okay? Remember, you have 2 days to do this. So today is Friday. So you have Friday, Monday, so it will be due Tuesday night. So that's technically 3 days to get this done. We're also going to start trying to do some phonics activities like ABC order and coloring your vowels and maybe your chunks in different ways. We're going to try to start having a little bit more fun with our spelling words. I feel like we don't really do enough with them. But anyway, that's one of your assignments for tonight, and it'll be due on Tuesday on page 48, and you might need to use page 49 too. That is fine. So I'll go ahead and do 48 and 49 in your spelling journal, phonics journal for spelling list 13. All right. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Go outside, enjoy the weather, and I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully at school. Everybody, fingers crossed that Caitlin's test comes back negative this afternoon. Bye, guys. Oh, wait. Secret word. Secret word. Secret word. All about Goofy. He's my favorite. That's going to be our secret word. Our secret word is Goofy. Okay? Bye, guys. Have a great weekend.